I learned my hymns in a barroom choir, neon lights and cheap design. Knees don't bend on holy ground, they bend when everything breaks down. Whiskey taught me how to pray, all nights got turned away. I don't ask for clean forgiveness, just enough to face the day. If heaven listens to broken men, I'll say it my own way. Yeah, whiskey taught me how to pray. Bible dust on a dashboard dash. Hope runs thin, faith runs fast. I talk to God between each drink. He never answers, but I still think. Whiskey taught me how to pray with shaking hands and words of clay. I don't need no choir singing, just silence while I stay. If mercy's cheap, I can't afford what the churchmen say. Yeah, whiskey taught me how to pray. If I die with a glass nearby, don't say I didn't try. I spoke to God the only way I knew how that night. Whiskey taught me how to pray, not to beg, just to say I did the best with what I had in the mess I made. When the bottle's empty and dawn shows gray, I'll walk away. Whiskey taught me how to pray. Fire's low, stars withdraw. Something's knocking in my core. I sat alone by the dying flame, heard my shadow say my name. It wore my voice, knew my fate, said you've been running from this place. You can flee from towns and men, but not the truth beneath your skin. It was the night my shadow spoke, laid my sins out like a joke. Said you ain't cursed, you ain't insane, you just chose the easy pain. If darkness knows me this damn well, maybe I'll belong in hell. It was the night my shadow spoke, and I finally broke. He showed me a road I never took. Every lie but you pulled the trigger, son. Denial's just a softer chain wrapped around your brain. It was a night my shadow spoke, laid my sins out like a joke. Said you ain't cursed, you ain't insane, you just chose the easy pain. If darkness knows me this damn well, maybe I belong in hell. It was a night my shadow spoke, and I finally broke. Kill me. If I listen, I'm not free. So I stand between the flame and accept my name. It was a night my shadow spoke. I didn't run, I didn't choke. I faced the man I tried to hide, staring back with dead calm eyes. If redemption never comes, it won't be quiet, it won't be kind. It was a night my shadow spoke, and I crossed the line. Fire dies, morning waits, no one escaped. In my core, coin flips in a graveyard light. Heads I lose, tails I die tonight. Sold my youth for a tank of gas, a crooked deal I thought would last. Every bar know my face by now, every mirror asks me how. I paid my dues in blood and time. Still the dead ain't satisfied. The devil owes me change. For every prayer I spend, I paid in pain and broken faith, and still I'm heaven sent to hell. If this is fate, it's rigged and strange. I lost more than I gained. Yeah, I shook hands with the devil, and the devil owes me change. Love came cheap, but it left me broke like a bad joke. Nobody's spoke. I tried to quit these midnight deals, but the dark knows how I feel. Every promise tasted sweet till it cut my tongue with teeth. The devil owes me change. For every prayer I spent, I paid in pain and broken faith, and still I'm heaven sent to hell. If this is fate, it's rigged and strange. I lost more than I gained. Yeah, I shook hands with the devil, and the devil owes me change. If I'm damned, then say it clear. Don't dress hope up like fear. I'd rather burn knowing why than live another half-truth lie. The devil owes me change, but I ain't waiting getting long. I'll cash my sins in one last flame and call it moving on. No more deals, no more change, no more counting what remains. If I'm walking through the fire, I'll walk there like a man. I'll walk there like a man. Gonna see dirt, silence fall. Even hell don't answer call. Welcome sign's been shot to hell. Still says home, but you can tell. Dreams come here to learn to die under borrowed stars and alibis. This town eats its young. Chews them slow, spits them numb. Calls it tradition, calls it pride, calls it living, but it's just time if you make it out alive. You'll never come back the same. Yeah, this town eats its young and forgets their names. High school heroes fade to dust. Fast love, rusted trust. Every promise carved in stone ends up cold and overgrown. This town eats its young, feeds on hope till there's none. Says stay loyal, stay in line. While it steals your spine, I watch my friends go one by one into jail, into flame. Yeah, this town eats its young and forgets their names. Don't care, you leave 'cause you know this town eats its young. I barely got away, still feel its teeth in my back. Every single day, if oxygen, I escape the same. No moon's low tide, something waits on the other side. There's a cross by the county line, no name, just a date and time. Sheriff said best let it be, but the river keeps calling me. Water don't forget the dead, it just teaches them how to breathe. Black River mercy, take me down, wash these sins where they can't be found. I've been praying to a God who's gone, with a bottle and a loaded gun. If forgiveness don't know my name, let the current take the blame. Black River mercy, hear my plea. Drown what's left of me. Daddy's blues by the bedroom door, he never made it past 84. Mama's faith wore paper thin, like the skin on my knuckles when I fight within. Every truth I tried to keep turned the chains around my feet. Take me down, wash these sins where they can't be found. I've been praying to a God who's gone, with a bottle and a loaded gun. If forgiveness don't know my name, let the current take the blame. Black River mercy, hear my plea. Drown what's left of me. My clothes don't pull me back, I've been lost too long to track. Tell the sun not to rise too soon, let me sleep in Dust on my boots, blood on my hands, sun sinking low over cursed land. Mama said pray, Daddy said run, but the devil taught me how to use a gun. Down this gravel road I drag my name, every mile of a sin, every prayer's in vain. If heaven's real, it don't know me. I was born too deep in the shade of a tree. Cross on my neck, chains on my soul, sheriff's lights flashing, losing control. I loved once hard, I loved once wrong. Now her ghost hums an old sad song. Down this gravel road I bleed regret. Whiskey talks loud, but it won't forget. If angels cry, they cry for me. Another lost son of the Outlaw Creek. Facing the fight. Down this gravel road I make my stand. No clean escape for a broken man. Carved in flame. Church doors closed, rain stood still. Something went wrong on Burial Hill. They dug my grave at 3:30, swore the body would be me. Mama wore black, couldn't speak, while the ground refused to eat. Death shows up when it wants to. Sometimes it changes who. It was a day the coffin stayed empty while my sins stood in line. I should have died, but fate blinked first, left me trapped in time. If living's worse than dying slow, then I already know it was the day the coffin stayed empty and took my soul. Sheriff crossed himself and said, some men don't get buried dead. I felt colder standing free than 6 feet under ever could be. Survival ain't mercy, it's delay, another form of pain. It was the day the coffin stayed empty while my sins stood in line. I should have died, but fate blinked first, left me trapped in time. If living's worse than dying slow, then I already know it was the day the coffin stayed empty and took my soul. The day the coffin stayed empty, now I carry it inside. Every heartbeat sounds like dirt hitting wood I can't hide. When the end finally finds me, I won't fight, I won't pretend. It was the day the coffin stayed empty that I ended. Grave stays wide. Some men die alive. Moon hanging low like a loaded thread. Black River knows what I confessed. Boots in the mud, heart full of rust. I crossed that line 'cause I thought I must. That Black River don't forgive. It just takes what you gotta live to give. You can wash your hands, wash your face, but it won't erase your mistake. with fists and tired eyes. Said nothing about the reasons why. Every lesson came out mean. Every truth stayed in between. I learned silence from my father, how to swallow, hurt and stand, how to say nothing at all when you're breaking like a man. It pains a language handed down, I understand. Yeah, I learned silence from my father. He never said I'm proud of you, just nodded once like that would do. I wear his habits like a coat, every word he never wrote. I learned silence from my father, how to lose without a sound, how to bury every fear where it won't be found. Love was something we survived, not something planned. Yeah, I learned silence from my father. If he knew the man I am, would he shake my hand or just look away again like he always did back then? I learned silence from my father, now it's all I know. I don't scream, I don't confess, I just let it go. When my son asks who I was, I'll try to stand, but I learned silence from my father, like a man. Midnight hums on a broken line, dust and prayers on borrowed time. I learned to lie with a straight-faced grin from a preacher man with whiskey skin. Mama cried when the sirens came, said, boy, this town don't forgive your name. Every mile I tried to run just pulled me closer to what I've done. On this gravel road confession, I spill my sins in the rain. I carry ghosts like loaded weapons, every promise wrapped in pain. No salvation in these headlights, no forgiveness in the dawn. I'm just driving my damnation till the mercy is gone. Pawn shop rings in a rusted Ford, blood on a letter I never sent home. I loved a girl with a dangerous smile. She said forever meant stay a while. I buried truth beneath my pride, but truth don't stay buried long inside. On this gravel road to confession, I spill my sins in the rain. I carry ghosts like loaded weapons, every promise wrapped in pain. No salvation in these headlights, no forgiveness in the dawn. I'm just driving my damnation till the mercy's gone. If heaven's real, it's locked up tight, with my name crossed out in red tonight. And hell knows me like an old friend, says, son, you always come back again. On this gravel road to confession, I lay my soul on the line. If judgment comes in this direction, I won't beg and I won't hide. Let the thunder take my shadow, let the cold wind write my song. I was born into this darkness, and I'll ride it till I'm gone. And I'll ride it till I'm gone. Dust settles, engine slows, some roads end where the devil knows. Church still stands, but the doors won't open. Paint's all cracked, bell rope broken. Sunday comes, nobody stays, like faith learned how to walk away. God left town first, didn't say goodbye. He left us with dust and loaded words and a sky that won't reply. If salvation never lived, it packed up and cursed. Yeah, I stayed too long. God left town first. Mama still whispers into air like someone holy might be there. Daddy drank his last amen, said, son, don't wait on him. God left town first, took the light and ran, left the rest of us to work with blood and borrowed hands. I tried to kneel, I tried to hurt, nothing reversed. Yeah, I stayed too long. God left town first. If heaven closed without a sound, who do we blame when we break down? And some men pray, some men curse, but emptiness came first. God left town first. God left town first. Now the night's in charge. I don't ask what any of this means. I just just play my part. When the dirt finally claims my shirt, let it be rehearsed. I stayed too long, God left town first. Lines get drawn by trembling hands between the law and no man's land. Red ink stains the county map. Each mark's a deal you can't unwrap. They say borders keep you safe, but they're just inside your grave. Justice bends where money flows. Truth don't care who runs the show. There's blood on the county map. Every line's a loaded trap. Cross it wrong, you don't come back. No badge will save your name. I learned young where mercy snaps, right between the white and black. There's blood on the county map, and I'm to blame. I saw brothers turn to pray over land they couldn't say belonged to God or gun or law. Just whoever drew it raw. Power loves a quiet crime, buried deep in ink and time. There's blood on the county map. Every line's a loaded trap. Cross it wrong, you don't come back. No badge will save your name. I learned young where mercy snaps, right between the white and black. There's blood on the county map, and I'm to blame. If borders bleed like broken skin, who decides who's wrong or in? Every mark was once a man who didn't fit the plan. There's blood on the county map, and I can't wash it clean. History just calls it fate, but I know what it means. If the ground could testify, it would scream my name. There's blood on the county map, and I helped draw the stain. Paper folds, truth stays flat. Blood remembers maps. They'll lower me slow in borrowed dirt, say nice things that don't hurt, but truth won't fit on a wooden sign. Some men don't leave halos behind. There'll be no cross for my grave, no angel carved in stone, just a name half forgotten and sins I own. I don't need heaven's claim or mercy's way. There'll be no cross for my grave. I chose a road that chews you up. Called it freedom, called it love. Every mile took a little more. Now I don't know what I'm walking for. There'll be no cross for my grave, no preaching, lying kind, just a wind telling the truth to whoever finds. If God keeps count of men like me, he's brave. There'll be no cross for my grave. I ain't asking to be saved, just remembered right. Can be wrong and still fight. I live by my choices, I'll die by my hand. When the dirt settles deep and still, I'll behave. There'll be no cross for my grave. Mailbox bent, road sign gone. Same dead end I grew up on. I never told him where I stay, still he shows up uninvited. Devil knows my address, knocks like an old friend does. Says I ain't lost, just honest about the man I was. If hell's got a waiting list, I'm already on the map. Yeah, the devil knows my address and they don't need GPS. Mama prayed me out of this town, but prayer don't stop a bloodline curse. Every choice I tried to make led me back to dirt and hurt. The devil knows my address treats me better than God. He don't promise me forgiveness, just the truth I forgot. I slam the door, kill the light, still he laughs out back. Yeah, the devil knows my address and he's patient like that. If I move my name, change my face, would the darkness still know the place? Some deads follow every step, some doors never forget. The devil knows my address, I stop pretending he don't. I ain't proud, I ain't fearless, I just do what I want. When this house caves in on me and the ground takes its task, put it on my headstone plain, the devil knew where he was at. Gravel crunch under tired feet, moonlight cuts me at the knees. I come here when I can't sleep, where the dead don't judge the weak. That graveyard wind was my whispers it soft like it's a shame, says you're not the worst I've seen, but that don't make me clean. If peace exists, it ain't the same as forgetting where you came. Yeah, the graveyard wind knows my name. Yeah, stones talk if you stay still, tell you what they never will. Life ain't fair, death ain't kind, both show up right on time. That graveyard wind knows my name, knows every loss, every stain. I tell the dirt what I can't say, never walks away. If forgiveness is a flame, mine flickers but remains. Yeah, the graveyard wind knows my name. When I'm finally laid down low, will the wind still say hello? Or will I just be another sound lost underground? That graveyard wind knows my name. Someday it'll know my place. No more running, no more shame, just silence setting in. If there's truth beyond the pain, I'll hear it then. Yeah, the graveyard